Welcome to iMovies Recap Plus. Today we are going to talk about one of Tarantino's masterpiece Pulp Fiction. This is a 1994 American film. It is considered one of the most influential films of the 1990s and has become a cultural touchstone for its innovative storytelling, sharp dialogue, and memorable characters. The film is known for its non-linear narrative structure, which intertwines multiple stories involving crime, redemption, and moral dilemmas. Please be aware there will be spoilers ahead of the recap. Please feel free to like and click the subscribe button. Also click on the notification button so you get a notification of when we release videos. Feel free to also browse on the channel to catch up on any recaps you must have missed. Ranging from you favorites like Shawshank Redemption, The Godfather, Forrest Gump, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and Schindler's List. Structure of the narrative and the plot of Pulp Fiction is recounted out of chronological order and is centered on three primary, interconnected episodes, each with a distinct protagonist: the hitman Vincent Vega, the prizefighter Butch, and Vincent's business associate Jules Winfield. A couple stages a diner hold up at the start of the movie, which then jumps about between several storylines until it returns to the cafe for the end. There are 7 narrative scenes, with intertitles preceding the 3 main storylines. 7 narrative segments comprise the work. Intertitles precede the 3 main storylines. Arriving to an apartment to get a briefcase for their employer, mobster Marcellus Wallace Vang Rames, hitman Jules Winfield Samuel L. Jackson, and Vincent Vega John Travolta, pick it up from a business associate, Brett. Jules shoots one of Brett's colleagues after Vincent examines the briefcase's contents. He reads aloud from a Bible verse, and he and Vincent murder Brett for attempting to betray Marcellus. They deliver the briefcase to Marcellus, who uses it to buy off elderly boxer Bruce Willis's opponent Butch to give up on him in his next fight. Vincent buys heroin from his drug dealer, Lance Eric Stoltz. The next day, Lance is married to Jody Roseanne Arcade. After deciding to accompany Marcellus's wife Mia Uma Thurman while he is out of town, he travels over and catches up with her. Mia just finished filming a pilot for Fox First 5, a television series about female secret operatives. They go home after eating at the 1950s-themed eatery Jack Rabbit Slims and winning a twist competition. Vincent asks Mia whether it's true that Tony Ricky Horror was thrown out of a 4-story window by Marcellus because he was massaging her feet. Tony, according to Mia, never gave her a foot massage. When Mia discovers his heroin in the toilet while Vincent is using the restroom, she snorts it thinking it's cocaine. Vincent hurries her to Lance's place after she overdoses, where they give her an adrenaline shot to restore her. Mia is dropped off at her house by Vincent, and they both decide not to inform Marcellus about what happened. Butch recalls how Captain Kuntz Christopher Walken, a Vietnam War veteran of the USAF, gave him his father's highly prized gold watch when he was a little boy. One of the earliest pocket watches ever made, this one was bought by Butch's great-grandfather. Even though its owners perished in the conflicts, this watch has made it home after surviving 2 world wars. While he was a prisoner in a Viet Cong camp, Butch's father concealed the watch in his ass for 5 years. In the process of outwitting Marcellus and winning the fight, Butch unintentionally kills his opponent by using the bribe money to gamble on himself. As he gets ready to leave with his lover Fabienne Maria de Medeiros, he realizes that she has neglected to bring a gold watch that has been handed down to him by his family. He knows that Marcellus will send hitmen after him. He hears the toilet flush and discovers a submachine gun on the kitchen counter while making his way back to his apartment to get it. Butch shoots Vincent dead as he comes out of the restroom and leaves. When Butch notices that Marcellus is stalled at a traffic light, he drives his car into him, striking and injuring both of them. After losing consciousness, Marcellus grabs a gun, starts shooting Butch, and follows him into a pawn shop. When the company's owner, Maynard, stops them at gunpoint, shackles, and gags them in the basement, Butch gains the upper hand and decides he is going to murder Marcellus. Maynard and his companions then drag Marcellus into another room where they begin to sexually assault him. After that, they leave the Gimp, and a mobile person dressed in a bondage suit, to watch Butch. Butch breaks away and knocks the Gimp out. Instead of taking off, he decides to defend Marcellus and arms himself with a katana he got from a pawn shop. When he kills Maynard, he lets go of Marcellus, who shoots Seth in the crotch with Maynard's shotgun. Marcellus informs Butch that they have decided to part ways permanently and to keep the sexual assault a secret from others. Zed's chopper whisks Butch off to get Fabienne, and the 2 of them are off. Another guy erupts from the toilet and shoots at Vincent and Jules after they have already slain Brett in his flat, but every shot misses. They quickly inspect themselves for injuries before Jules and Vincent shoot the man dead. Vincent dismisses Jules' claim that their escape was a miracle as they drive away with Marvin, Brett's colleague. In broad daylight, Vincent unintentionally shoots Marvin in the face, killing him and drenching Vincent, Jules, and the inside of the vehicle with blood. They conceal the vehicle at the residence of Jules's buddy Jimmy Quentin Tarantino, who insists on solving the issue prior to his wife Bonnie returning home. Winston Wolfe Harvey Keitel, a cleaner who Marcellus sends, gives Jules and Vincent instructions on how to clean the automobile, conceal the corpse in the trunk, get rid of their bloody clothing, and drive the car to a junkyard. Convinced that their miraculous survival in the apartment was a sign of divine intervention, Jules informs Vincent at a cafe that he intends to retire from his life of crime. A pair, Ringo Pumpkin Tim Roth and Yolanda Honey Bunny Amanda Plummer, hold up the restaurant while Vincent is in the restroom after Ringo argues that restaurants are simple to steal since they are insured, much like banks, and demand Marcellus's briefcase. Jules overpowers Pumpkin by distracting him with its contents, holding him at gunpoint as Honey Bunny goes crazy and aims her rifle at him. Jules diffuses the situation when Vincent reappears with his pistol pointing at her. He reads aloud from the biblical scripture, admits to having mixed feelings about his life of crime, and lets the thieves take his money and go. Taking the briefcase with them, Jules and Vincent exit the restaurant. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you're new here, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future content. Your support means a lot to me and helps me create better content. Feel free to drop a comment below.